Yo, what's up, family? Welcome back to Back to Cypher. It's your man, DJ Universe, holding it down as always. So today, we're breaking down the real blueprint for building legacy. Not some fantasy playbook, but what's been working in the trenches, straight from my own journey and everything we building at Down by Law Management and Plugged In. Some of y'all know my story already, coming up in Ohio, making moves, and then basically pressing reset when I got to Florida. No squad, no connects, nothing but a rented room, a laptop, and this crazy dream. I got humbled quick, but see, it forced me to focus on building a legit foundation. And that's why I keep saying it's not just about bars and beats, it's about the system, your infrastructure. That's what we're doing now. Down by Law Management is here not just to manage artists, but to help creators move like corporations, keep their vision, and own it all. Look at the Road to Legacy tour, our own tour, not waiting for anyone's stamp, booking venues directly, cutting out the industry's middlemen. Then there's the Soul Legacy shoe line. That's a whole other revenue stream plus a branding boost. The Plugged In Digital Series 2, that's proof we decide where and how our art exists. Everything fits together, all of it designed so independent artists stay independent for real, with actual ownership and a network that'll catch them when the label ghosts them or the algorithm plays dirty. So yeah, coming from ground zero taught me that you gotta build bricks before you stack plaques. That's what this legacy stuff really means, building for tomorrow even while you grind out today. Now let's build on that, because foundation don't mean nothing if you ain't got a community putting in work with you. Look, the Plugged In Digital Tour, that was more than just people performing on a live stream. It was about directly connecting with y'all, the fans. Every first Saturday, we plug in, no red tape, no gatekeepers, just raw hip hop energy right to your devices. And then expanding to the Columbus Block Party, the Down by Law Ohio tour, all these events double as real-time market research, community building, and almost like these hip-hop town halls. But here's the kicker. Every time we did something like fundraising for legacy makers or collaborating with community organizations, the impact was immediate. You could see it. Like when we hit that $15,000 milestone toward the docuseries, man, that was the whole city standing up. That's proof of what's possible when you cut out the middlemen and let the people with real passion fuel the movement. So everybody asking, how can my city get something like this going? The answer is, quit waiting for permission. Start with what you got. All you need is one win, one partnership, one barbershop, one rec center that believes in you. That's how it started for us in Columbus. And honestly, any town with a heartbeat for this culture can do it. But let's not get it twisted. None of this scales without that finance game strong. I know, it ain't the sexy topic rappers want to dive into, but I promise it's the real superpower behind any movement that lasts. Like, back when I first started managing artists, I'm not gonna lie, I almost crashed a whole tour just because I didn't know the business side. Who knew you needed to separate your personal and business accounts, or that your credit score could hold you back from booking venues? If you listening and you taking notes, let me say this loud. Learn how to build credit, set up business structures, register your LLCs, protect your IP. Art ain't just art, it's intellectual property. That's legacy you can license, sell, or pass on. Look at what we're doing with Soul Legacy shoes, Products of Society merch, even the digital ticket sales. Those aren't just side hustles. They're cornerstones for financial freedom. Art is the enterprise now if you do it right. So don't wait until you get burned like I did. Make financial literacy the bedrock from jump, or else your dream turns into an expensive hobby real fast. I'm not trying to sound preachy, but for real, it's the difference between running things and running in circles. Okay, so once the business is tight and the team is solid, it's time to level up with partnerships. And look, this ain't just about sponsorships for clout. It's about finding the local businesses and organizations in your city that align with your values. When you approach them, don't just beg for a check. Bring them in as real partners. Show them how supporting hip-hop uplifts the whole community, how their brand gets put on, and how their involvement creates jobs, events, platforms. You gotta have a pitch. Tell the story of what you're building, the lives it's impacting, and how they fit in the picture. Like with Down by Law, we've had sponsors fund specific events, back merch collabs, co-host open mics. The key is making it so everybody wins wins and everybody's seen. The money, sure, but also the mission. And every partnership, that's another vein in this network. More resources, more venues, sometimes even just more visibility. If you're smart, these partners end up being your best word-of-mouth marketers too. You make their support matter, they'll make your name ring louder than any algorithm ever could. Now let's talk about staying hot when the live show's over or the tour wraps up. That's why digital innovation has to be baked into your grind, or you're always starting over, like social media isn't just promo, it's the after party, the behind the scenes, the classroom. Every post or story keeps your people tapped in. And beyond that, start using your analytics. Seriously, I'm not a numbers nerd, but now even I gotta respect the data, watching what content lands, what merch moves, what event times draw crowds. The Plugged In Digital Tour, we track everything from views to shares to who's actually copping tickets. That's how we know what y'all want, and we can pivot quickly. And don't sleep on new tech either. NFTs or virtual concerts, now that's the next gen revenue and fan experience stuff. It ain't gotta be complicated. Start small. Maybe just exclusive live sets or digital merch drops. Once you start weaving these tools into your regular playbook, you ain't chasing the wave, you become the wave. Speaking of digital, let's get specific. If you're an indie artist or creative out there, you need a real content plan, not just randomness on the timeline. Think regular drops, sneak peeks, live Q&As. Let people in on your process. Fans want to see the journey, not just the results. I might be wrong on the exact percentages, but I'm pretty sure behind-the-scenes clips end up driving more loyalty than polished music videos a lot of the time, especially as an independent. You got to pair that with tools like Google Analytics, Insta Insights, all those dashboards most people ignore. Use that data to figure out who your biggest supporters really are, what city's showing you the most love, and what content gets folks talking. And if you want to go futuristic, try dipping your toes in stuff like VR meetups or limited run NFTs for superfans. Not saying you got to have a crypto degree or nothing, but it's good to experiment, even if you stumble a little at first, because the ones who move early get those new audiences locked in before it's trendy. So yeah, every new tool is just another weapon for your arsenal. Don't leave them on the table. All right, so let's close out with the big picture, using that data to keep making smarter plays over the long run. You got to carve out time, maybe once a month or every quarter, just to step back and review your numbers. Look at your top performing merch and songs. Did those IG reels hit? Are your virtual events picking up steam? That's the blueprint for what you should double down on. I always say, don't just chase clout, chase the results you can measure, because that's what keeps the lights on. Set up actual goals, not just get more followers, but real KPIs. How many new fans you want to tap in, how much merch you want to move, how much you want to grow your streams. Benchmark that every 3 or 4 months, tweak your strategy. And if this all sounds overwhelming, outsource. Partner up with digital marketing folks, get training, or just barter with someone in your circle who's sharp with online ads and SEO. The point is, this is about sustaining the movement, not hoping to go viral by accident. So keep learning, keep investing in your own growth. And that's it for today. Keep tapping in, keep pushing boundaries, keep building legacy in real time. I'm DJ Universe, signing off but never clocking out. Catch y'all next time. Stay plugged in, stay building, and hey, let's make sure this ain't just a moment, but a movement. Teamwork makes the dream work, and hustle is the muscle that moves mountains. So on that note, until the next episode, gratitude, blessings, and peace.